What goes on, guys? We're back here again with yet another video, and it's kind of weird because we're doing back-to-back talking videos. I don't know if I've ever really done that, but today we're going to be going over my favorite reveals and things that I'm excited from New York Comic Con 2024. Now, this is in no way a complete rundown and news video. That is not my thing. There's people like JC and the Foosh who do it a million times better than I do, and I would not even try to compete with them. So that's not what I'm here for today. I just want to talk about what I'm excited for. You guys know how it is, and obviously New York Comic Con is not nearly as extensive as San Diego Comic Con, but there's still some stuff that I'm pretty damn excited for, that I wanted to talk about. It's an excuse to talk about toys. Not that I need any more of those, but we'll go ahead and start with that. I'm kind of surprised with how little certain companies showed versus how much other companies showed. I wasn't really expecting that. Like, the companies that I thought were going to be showing a lot didn't, and the companies that usually show not that much kind of like hit us with a couple bangers. So let's go ahead and start with my favorite toy company, NECA. Now, NECA, I was hoping that they would do a couple things here and there, and reveal a couple things, especially maybe new Sesame Street characters, because I know we haven't gotten the first wave at all yet, which is Bert and Ernie. It should be out by the end of the year, and they revealed at San Diego Comic Con that the Count is on his way too, the Ultimates line, that is. Sesame Street is set in inner city New York, so it kind of would have made a lot of sense to me to reveal the next character, because I assume Count's going to be coming out with someone since Bert and Ernie are coming out. It'd be really cool if each wave was like 2 to 3 characters instead of like NECA's traditional like one at a time thing, because there are so many characters for Sesame Street. But I don't make the rules. I'm not over there. But I thought it would have been perfect to reveal something from Sesame Street. But alas, we did not get that. So there was only 2 things that kind of excited me. And one of them is not even something that is new, but we got a better look at, is the re-release of the Silence of the Lambs Hannibal Lecter in the straight jacket. Now, it kind of pisses me off because I saw this at San Diego Comic Con after I'd already bought the one that came out of him with the cage. But, I mean, that figure barely moves as it is, so I might as well get the one that he's in the straight jacket. And I like that look better, so I'll probably be selling my other one in favor of getting this one, because this just looks cooler to me. So, it sucks that it's a re-release, but whatever. But they had tons of TMNT stuff, but in all honesty, I'm not really interested in any of that except for these 2012 Turtles. These things are fantastic. Like, fantastic. This is my version of the Turtles. Everybody likes what they like. Some people like the Archie, some people like Mirage, and a lot of people like the old cartoons, or like the old original cartoon. And that's fine. But this is the TMNT that I grew up with. And I'm so happy that they're making these. And if they go this deep, like if they go in this line and get as deep as they did with the original cartoon series, my wallet's in trouble, because that is the only TMNT version that I would pretty much get any character, because those are the figures that and characters that I'm familiar with. And there's definitely potential to get characters that we've never gotten from other lines, like Spider-Bite, I believe is his name. The dude, he's like a ball and he's got legs. I had that figure growing up, the old Playmates one. I love their version of Leatherhead. I love their version of Metalhead. Bebop and Rocksteady have such a unique design in that show. So I'm here for it. I've watched that series like 3 times over. So getting that in figure form is a dream come true. At the very least, we're gonna get the Turtles, but I'm kind of set on all of them. I ain't even gonna lie. So yeah, we're getting those. But other than that, it's kind of all I got from NECA. But sticking with the TMNT theme, Playmates revealed that they are, in fact, doing the high school versions of Donnie and Leo. And I do want those. I mean, Donnie's wearing a JoJo hoodie. And hot take, I'm not a JoJo fan, but it's cool. That's pretty damn cool. So, I definitely wanted those. If you watched my video on Raph and Mikey's high school looks, I actually wound up really enjoying those figures. So go check that out if you haven't. But I was hoping that they would make these, and I'm happy that we're getting the confirmation that they are. So they're coming along with, I think these are re-releases of the 2012 series, but these are like monster versions, and I'm here for that too. I think what I've heard is that it did go online at Walmart for $40 already. I want to see if I can place an order for that because I do like those, and I do want those. I'm a big fan of Universal Monsters and a big fan of the 2012 TMNT series, so that's right up my alley. But other than that, Playmates, nothing crazy. No new Godzilla figures or anything like that. But I'm kind of steering away from those. I'm kind of think I'm going to lean more toward just getting what High is doing because it's really damn good. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So going over to Mezco, which is not something that I do very often. The only Mezco figures I have are the 4-pack Turtles. You can't see them. The 4-pack Turtles, the Lord of Tears figure, and I pre-ordered their Captain America, though I kind of do regret that. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I'm just going to get it. I like Cap. I want the Mezco Cap, but might wait for the knockoff. I don't know. But they revealed that they are doing Samurai Jack. Yeah. That's pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie. My buddy and I, we always talk about we want a super articulated line of Cartoon Network figures, and this is like the first to ever have that, and that's awesome. Like Mezco style, like Ben 10 characters. I don't know if I want Mezco to do them, but like certain characters would work. Like it just opens the door for a lot of really good stuff. Like Primal would be really cool. That was the first thought that came to my head was, what if they do Primal? I mean, it's Tarkovsky's, I forget how to pronounce his name. His work, he did Samurai Jack, and Spear, the main character of Primal, was introduced and like first appeared in a Samurai Jack episode. So that would be really cool. That was like the first thought that came to my head was like, please make that happen. So we'll have to wait and see. But that was pretty cool. They also did Doc Savage, which is a movie that I wanted to see for a long time. I know there's a comic book too, but I'm more of a movie guy. So if I watch the movie before it comes out, maybe I'll wind up picking up that guy too. So Mezco had one of my favorite reveals of the whole show. I think the only thing that beats it, yeah, it's probably my second favorite reveal, and I'll say what my favorite thing is, but that is pretty awesome. Moving over to Jada Toys. They just need like every license, like real shit. They just need like every license. So they did in fact reveal Scooby-Doo himself, because we did not get to see him at San Diego. We only saw Shaggy the Mummy and the Creeper, but we did in fact get to see what Scooby looks like, and I don't even have words. Like, it's perfection. And this is gonna be probably one of the best lines on the market, without a doubt. So they are awesome. Cannot wait to get that whole series. That is something that I will buy literally every single one of. Like, any new character. Probably not paint variants, but I don't even know how you do paint variants or something like that. But that is so cool. So Scooby looks fantastic, but they also showed that they're continuing their cereal mascots line and giving us Fred and Barney. And that is so cool, because not only you can use that on your cereal display if that's, what you want to do for your food mascots, but like, it's just a 6-inch scale Fred and Barney. And that's what I'm going to use them for, is just put them on my cartoon shelf. That is so cool. They look great. They look fantastic. It's just action figure perfection. So Jada's killing it as usual. Cannot wait to get my hands on those. It's just crazy seeing these figures, because like, to me, Jada Toys makes figures that like when you see on Instagram and they're like, you're like, oh no way, someone's making that, and it's like an artist render of what it would be like. That's what these are, and that is just so cool. So very, very excited to be getting a Fred and Barney. That is awesome. Now let's get to the big boys here. Hasbro McFarlane usually those are the two companies that have like the most reveals that I'm excited for, blah blah blah. But Hasbro let me down pretty immensely, to be completely honest with you. And McFarlane did good. I did like a lot of McFarlane showings, but there's a lot of good stuff, and then there's just something that like pissed me off. So let's talk about Hasbro. Getting it right out of the way. I'm not interested in that Sentinel. Don't care. That is not something I want. If I was gifted them, or that was like $20, which I know is a completely unreasonable price. I would never even fathom them being that much. It's just, I'm just saying that's the price that I would be willing to pay for it, because that's how little I care about it. It is awesome. I know a lot of people want that, and I'm happy for you guys. That's awesome. It's just not for me. Not for me. So that's a complete skip for me. I hope you guys enjoy that, and I can't wait to see the reviews and the pictures that people are going to take. But Anthony's out on that one. So Marvel was a bust, because that's pretty much all they showed. They didn't even, I don't even think they had a tease. Like, maybe I'll watch a couple news videos and see if I missed anything, obviously, but I didn't even get any teases. So yeah, it is what it is. Including another thing that they showed that kind of let me down was the Ecto 1. Now, I've always wanted a 6-inch scale Ecto 1. I think it's awesome. It's really, really cool. But it's really, really expensive. Like, and honestly, it just makes sense to go for the deluxe one with all the extra stuff you get. Like, it just makes sense. But I've always wanted the Library Ghost, and I've always wanted the car, the vehicle in 6-inch scale. But it's really expensive for me right now, so I'm probably gonna have to pass on that, which hurts a little bit. It does, but maybe I'll be able to buy the Library Ghost, because I have the 3 3/4 inch scale one, and I've kind of just been using that. Obviously, it's not in scale, but like, it's a nice display for now. I don't know. We'll see. If I sell all my stuff on my Mercari, which, go check my Mercari, I put some SH Monster Arts on there. Maybe I'll grab it, but for now, it's just not going to happen. If I sell all my SH Monster Arts before it funds, I'll go buy it. But other than that, I'm not doing it. So that's my only thing. But it's pretty awesome. Not gonna lie, I really, really like the Library Ghost, and it's cool to see that they're still having the potential to make things for Ghostbusters, because there's so much potential, and Hasbro just wastes it. And the stuff that Mondo's doing is really, really cool. Like, I've never watched the cartoon. I've seen the first and second movie a million times, and unfortunately watched the female version, Ghostbusters. And I don't hate the new stuff. It's not completely my thing. I thought Afterlife was pretty good, but then I thought Frozen Empire like just kind of like milked it even more than they already did in Afterlife. But I'm a big Ghostbusters guy. But I just can't. Mondo's too expensive, and this car's too expensive, so I don't know. So for Hasbro, the only thing that I know I'm going to be grabbing and picking up is actually a G.I. Joe figure, which I can't even tell you the last time I bought a G.I. Joe figure, in this fucking bear. It's a bear. I don't care about this version of Storm Shadow or whoever it is. Screw that. I just want the bear. The bear is pretty cool. I didn't get the Warthog and Monkey. I do want to get that Warthog, and I'm missing a couple dogs. I just like buying the animal figures, so I do got. If anyone wants to sell me the Warthog and their Monkey for a good price, let me know. But they're pretty cool. Very happy about that. So, yeah, the bear's awesome. Now let's move to McFarlane, which had the most reveals. Todd always has like a ton of stuff in the works, so they did like their panel thing. He's yapping and yapping and yapping. They're doing all these Red One figures, which I maybe would have been interested in if they were articulated, but fuck the Movie Maniacs line. I hate that shit. Just make action figures, dude. They're the same price. Like, I don't get that. Like, just make them super articulated if you're gonna have them at the same price anyway. Like, it just seems like such a decrease in value per dollar in my head. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. But if you're gonna make them the same scale, same plastic, same paints and stuff, and you put them at the same price, just make them articulated. I don't get that. But they had a lot of reveals for their DC Multiverse line, so I'm just gonna list the characters that I'm excited for and maybe a little bit why. So they are making my favorite version of Aqualad. I like him in the blue suit. I'm gonna keep my Calderon version, but they kind of become lovers, and I really liked that in Young Justice, so I'm happy to have this version of him. So I was very happy when they showed that they were doing him. It's probably going to be a repaint of Calderon's Aqualad, but I don't think that's a problem. I think it works, so I like that. They also showed on that slide that they are going to be doing Wildcat, which I did a custom Wildcat years ago, so probably we will be selling that in preparation to potentially be getting this one because it looks good. I like Wildcat quite a bit. And does that complete our JLA members? Or JSA? No, we still need a lot of people. We need like Our Man, and we still need a lot of people. But it's one step closer, so that's really cool. I like that quite a bit. And then they revealed the next wave, or one of the upcoming waves of Collector Edition, and I want all three of them, which is so annoying, but like, they're doing a classic-esque Captain Cold, they're doing Power Girl, and they're doing Guy Gardner Green Lantern, and I want all of them. Especially Power Girl and Green Lantern. I didn't wear this intentionally, but McFarlane's been killing it with the lanterns. Like, if you get the Platinum and you buy 3 of the other one, like a normal one, you get Kilowog and you get all the other Green Lanterns. They did a poll about getting Jade, and I don't know which one won, but I hope Green Lantern Jade won. We're getting Guy Gardner. It's like you have a great Lantern Corps, which is if you get Sinestro, like I never thought we'd get that from McFarlane. That is so cool. I mean, I still need 3 more of those lanterns. I only have 1, and I have him as Tomari right now because he's the GOAT. And I don't have Kilowog. But it's awesome. I'm so happy to see this. So really, really good stuff. Very excited for all 3 of them. They are doing a reverse flash on this body. I don't know if you can see. I forget who was originally with that, but that just goes better with that flash. So I'm going to sell my reverse flash and get that one. I like that body better. I didn't really care for that body before, but obviously that came out years ago. So Rebirth is not just my thing. I like the Flashpoint version of Reverse Flash. So I'll be getting that. And they said that they're re-releasing the Thomas Wayne Batman. I already have the original one, baby, so I don't need it. But all that's great. Then they went and showed that they're doing this King Kong. And at first it's like, oh my god, that is so awesome. And I totally would have got it. And then they show it's not articulated. Like, barely. I think it's a 3 POA, maybe a 5 POA. Why? Like, it's shit like that just pisses people off, Todd. Like, even if you just gave them single jointed rotating elbows, a hip joint, and a single knee joint. Like, I would be fine if you didn't even have like a diaphragm joint. It's the fact that like they put barely any effort into it. It looks great, but it's not going to do anything. What is the point? It's just going to be a big hunk of plastic. Kind of upset about that because I heard that rumor a long time ago, and now seeing it, it's like, on one hand it's really cool, but on the other hand, it just pisses me off. So, not happy about that. But believe it or not, Diamond Select took the #1 spot for me. They did show that they're doing a Wave 9 for Lord of the Rings. They're doing Bilbo, and I forget his name, but they're doing the dude with the orange hair, which I'm happy. I'll pick up those two. They're not my favorite figures in the world, but I just reviewed Merry and Pippin. It's not up yet, but I have a video for it, so stay tuned for that. But, I have everything from that series so far. They haven't done a single repeat character yet, so it's cool to get that. I wish that they would do a giant Balrog, but whatever, I'll wait. So yeah, very cool to see that line continue, but they confirmed that they're continuing the Muppets, and that's awesome. And so they're going to be giving us Lips and New Zealand in a 2-pack. Finishing the band, baby, because I've been looking at buying the Palisades Lips for a while. It's really expensive, but I was like, I really want this. I hope. So, I'm going to go on a little rant here. So, I watched the whole panel for Diamond Select on on JC's channel, Toy News Eye. Go check that out if you haven't already. But when I was watching, somebody asked about like the future of the Muppets line, and the guy for DST was like, we kind of are reaching the point of getting out all the characters that we think would sell the way that we wanted to, which is fair. I mean, they've gotten at this point pretty deep into this line, which is awesome. So it's like, where do we go from there? And they confirmed that they're not just going to give up the license, and that they're going to start thinking about like specific versions of these characters. And things were brought up that made me very happy, like pigs in space. I would love pigs in space. I think that'd be awesome. And then they also brought up the potential for Muppets Christmas Carol. That is something that they've talked about, and I would buy that instantly. Like, and I don't like getting different versions of the same characters, but that would go right on my Christmas shelf and just stay there. I would love Muppets Christmas Carol. That would make me very happy. So Muppets is still alive and well. I always worry that line's gonna die, and they're still going with it. Diamond Select, if you're watching, make a Jim Henson. Palisades did it. They made his Muppet version. I think that would sell so good. Make a Jim Henson, either his puppet version or just like a regular figure of him. I would love it. So you're welcome, DST, by the way. So, but yeah, I mean, a quick video, just a little something fun I wanted to put together. There's not much to talk about for NYCC, and that's okay, because that's less that I need to buy. Half the stuff I talked about I'm not getting. I just wanted to talk about it. So yeah, obviously shout out to people like Find My Figures, Action Figure, Adventures in Collecting, Toy Shiz, The Fwoosh, Unparalleled Universe, JC from Toy News Eye, Pixel Dan, all these people. Really shout out to all of you on Instagram for posting these pictures and getting this stuff out to us. So it's really nice to have that. So with that being said, I believe that's all I got for today. Please let me know what you're going to be picking up from NYCC and what your favorite reveals are. For me, it's Lips in New Zealand. Maybe I'm crazy, but I love Muppets, so I'm here for it. But let me know what you guys are thinking. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Letterboxd. I post a lot on all those apps, and I have a great time, so I'm sure you will too. But as always, let me know. What are you copping? See you guys in the next one. Peace.
What goes on, guys? I wanted to hop on here again and thank you all for watching, and to let you know that if the following apps interest you, feel free to follow me on them, as I put the links in the description for you guys. I really appreciate everything you all do for me, so DM me with any questions or thoughts. I'd love to sit and talk with you all. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.